Get Your Glow Back fans. I wanted to introduce myself to you guys. My name's Jennifer. I am the face behind Get Your Glow Back with Rodan & Fields. And today I wanted to share my story with you in the hopes that perhaps, people who have been thinking about trying out some products might be a little more interested, or who knows, my story might resonate with you and you might be interested in hearing more about the business. So I wanted to start with just giving you some background on myself. I spent 16 years in corporate America. I worked in the fashion industry as a wholesale sales rep. I started in Los Angeles as an account executive with a small women's clothing brand called Cheragano. It was a French collection. And when we left 11 years later, I was the West Coast sales manager for Seven for All Mankind, Seven Jeans. We were owned by Vanity Fair Corp, and I had a great run out there, a great corporate life. I was married to my job, like a lot of us are, but that was kind of all I knew. And the one thing that always went through my mind was I never had enough time to live. And I joke and say I worked in Los Angeles and squeezed in time to live there. But that's kind of the world that's been created for a lot of us. But that world is changing, and I'll get to that later. I moved to Dallas, and that was 5 years ago. I started a rep business when I moved here. Again, no time really, just traveling, working my business, repping a bunch of different clothing brands, trying to get them all off the ground and hit sales goals and things like that. So while I was pregnant, I got pregnant about 2.5 years after we moved here. I couldn't use my fancy schmancy skincare line I was using because products were harmful to the baby. So one of my friends introduced me to Rodan & Fields. I took it to my doctor. He gave me the green light, said it's fine. And I was like, great, I can use this anti-aging skincare brand by the doctors who started Proactiv. So I knew, I had a good shot of it working considering their success in the acne market. And the funny thing is, before I started using the products, my friend had said to me, Jen, you'd be perfect at selling this. I said, no way, I don't have time. I've got my other business. I'm about to have a baby. However, joke was on me. A month later, I called her. I said, my skin is glowing. Tell me about this. How do I get involved? What's the deal with selling Rodan & Fields or sharing this company with people? And she basically told me that, it can be worked in part-time hours. The company requires you to sell $600 worth of product a month, which really is nothing when you think about sales goals and things like that other companies put on you. And it can be worked in part-time hours. It's a virtual business, meaning it's all online. You can use Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, email, all sorts of different ways to leverage social media to make this business work for you. And so I kind of jumped right in and I said, let's do this. Now, mind you, during that time, like I said, I was pregnant. I was running another business and finding time was hard. But, during my lunch, during my commute, during walking the dog, I would make a call here and there. I'd email people. I'd put posts on Facebook. And in part-time hours, I was able to grow some great passive income. I made extra money, fun money for myself. I made money so we could go on vacations. Like we saved up a bunch of months and went on a great vacation with the family. Then I got pregnant with my son. My kids are 18 months apart. So that happened pretty much back to back. And 2 weeks after I had my son, I got dropped by two of my biggest clothing brands. Both of them told me that my business wasn't going in the direction that they wanted. I think that was their polite way of saying I had two babies. And I was heartbroken. I was shocked. But what that did was really kind of set my sights differently. I thought, I'm working with the doctors who started Proactiv, and I'm working this business on the side, but I can make this my full-time gig. I don't have to have no time in my life anymore. I don't have to, walk away from my kids and travel to New York and Vegas and go on all these trips and do these things that take me away from my family. And not to mention, I was never going to hit the financial goals that I really wanted to hit as a person with the current situation I was in. So 6 months after I had this epiphany, now mind you, I had been growing a part-time business for about 2 years at that point. I 6 months after, I hustled, my team started growing. I was able to close my other business and focus on Meridian & Fields full time. And it has been nothing short of a blessing. To partner with the doctors who started Proactive is mind-blowing when you really think about it. The company has opened Canada last year. We're opening Australia this year, and we're just going to keep opening all around the world. Like I said, it is a virtual business. There's no inventory requirements. You do not have to have parties. They're always fun to do, though. I mean, they really are when you get down to it. And sharing these products with people, we are the second largest premium skincare brand in America. I invite you to message me. I mean, I hope you would. My team is growing. It is so much fun. We have a blast. And I do nothing but want to help my team succeed. So whether it's $200 a month that you want to make, whether it's $50,000 a month that you want to make, you can build this business to make it what you want. And anyone can do this. We have nurses, teachers, doctors, lawyers. I mean, one of the VPs from Citibank actually joined, and one of the VPs from Smashbox Cosmetics left her job and joined. So, we have massive media coverage. I could just keep going. But anyway, thank you for liking the page. And I really hope that, we can get a use and share system going for you. And if that's not for you, let's get you on some products. All right. Thanks, guys.